Everybody, and welcome to the Best Podcast. My name is Morgan, and I go by Listphage on the internet.
What is up? I am Samuel, and I go by Moon.
My name's Kenny, and I go by Kenny Catcher. And hello, everyone.
Hello, and this is the continuation of last week's speculation about if we were all Smash characters, who would win in a fight.
Hey, I will destroy both of y'all. Morgan, you just learned how Smash Moves works 30 minutes ago. So I already know I have the advantage on you, unless your character's just completely broken.
This is valid. So there was a Smash tournament going on one time, and I was doing some streaming stuff for it, and I walked up to Kenny, and he was like, hey, you want to do a match? I'm having a lot of trouble here, and I was like, I have never played Smash, Kenny. You're absolutely going to destroy me. And Kenny's like, no, you have a fighting chance. And Kenny absolutely destroyed me, of course, because I've never played Smash.
I remember there was one point where I would just grab your character, and instead of actually doing anything, I just hold you because I knew you didn't know how to break out of the grab. So I would just hold Morgan for 10 seconds, and then he'd walk away, and I re-grab him. And I'm just like, this is so funny.
It was a good game, and I stand by it.
Yeah.
Morgan, you don't understand. I needed that win because I had done so bad that day, and I was like, I just need a win. I need to just really beat someone, and you just so happened to be standing next to me when I was in this mood, so Kenny, I'm sorry.
I'm happy to be a punching bag once in a while if you need one. It's totally fine with me.
So yes, we got two guys here who play Smash, and then we also have Morgan. And so for the sake of simplicity, we're just going to be proposing the special moves and the final smash. So neutral special, up special, side special, down special, and the final smash for what we think would go on our characters pretty well. Our characters being ourselves. So there's that.
We're also doing smash attacks. That was really hard to make. I don't even like what I typed out for that.
Well, do you want to start first, Kenny?
I mean, not really. I don't know. How do we start? How do we decide who goes first?
I can go ahead. I can talk about me.
All right, yeah. Sam's probably the most broken, so let's see what our competition is.
You're assuming a lot of things. I just wanted to make a character that I thought would fit myself. So let's talk about specials. So in Smash, you got 4 kinds of special moves. You got your neutral special move, which is usually the most creative. There's a lot of things going on. It can be anything from a fireball to you changing the rules of the game behind the scenes, and you got more defense now or whatever. Neutral specials are really all over the place. For me, I decided that it would be me attempting a basketball shot, it falling horribly short, and then it's just an item on the field that you can kick around now.
Wait, did you also go the basketball route? my entire moveset is basketball related.
All right, it's just the one move. It's just the one move.
That's good. That's good.
So one of the more interesting items in the game of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is the soccer ball, which can be on the field, and if you hit it, it just goes flying and does a lot of damage and is really crazy. I wanted to make an analog to that in the basketball, which I spawn with my neutral special. It doesn't go anywhere. It hardly works as a projectile, but then it's on the field, and it's an item, and you can kick it around, and it can go both ways. You can use it against your enemy. You can have it used against you. I thought that'd just be a funny wrench to throw in there. Right, side specials are typically either rushing moves or just hit guy in front of you moves. Mm-hmm. And I decided that I wanted to sort of take on around certain Smash communities. I've gone to a lot of local tournaments in Rhode Island and stuff. I am one of the only people who consistently brings a wired Pro controller. And so I kind of wanted to capture that essence of myself. I'm also not known for being very organized, for being very not good at getting things tangled. So I thought my side special would be I throw my wired controller and you get tangled in it. It would work as a command grab. And then I'd be able to hit you while you're tangled in my controller. There's that. Up specials. Typically, up specials are used for recovery. So for those of you not familiar with Smash, that's like when Kirby does the He jumps up with a little sword and comes back down.
That has to be great for the audio listeners because
That
they know
was
exactly
so
what you're
good.
talking about.
Sam, I can't wait for you to re-edit yourself later. You just hear that.
Wait, hey, can we swear and then have it be replaced by that noise? So I can say like, fuck, and then Sam will replace it with that noise.
Oh my god. Alright, I guess that's what I'm doing now.
Excellent.
That's pretty big.
But yes, in Smash, your goal is to not get knocked off the stage and make it back somehow. And typically when you get knocked off, sometimes your double jump isn't enough. So you want a move that can go up, launch you up, and get you back to the stage all right. For Kirby, it's that. For Mario, he punches and jumps up in the air. It's very Mario. For me, I decided that I would use my trusty Snorlax plushie as a booster. He would boost me up into the air, and it'd be cool and fun and great.
Not bad.
Studio audience applause. Best Murky says from the chat. How you doing?
Thank you very much, Best Murky. And then for my down special, I decided that I wanted to capture one of something that's very near and dear to my heart. And that is PEMDAS.
Ooh, see, I've had a conversation with someone like a couple days, actually a bunch of people, and I was asked, what's your favorite word? And I said PEMDAS.
Oh,
PEMDAS is a beautiful word. Everyone should know that.
very similar to Pringle,
This came up because this is one of my biggest pet peeves is when those things come up on like Twitter or Facebook and it's like, what is the answer to this? And everybody doesn't know how PEMDAS works and they always get the wrong answer. And they're always so confident about how PEMDAS works. And they just don't know. Like, it's okay to be wrong about something, but be wrong quieter, please.
Fair.
So I decided that in honor of PEMDAS, where the first step is you simplify things inside of parentheses, this move would be me putting parentheses around you. It would be kind of a ranged attack. It would target you, and you would be trapped in the PEMDAS parentheses for a second. And if you got caught in the PEMDAS parentheses, then you take damage and then get sent off a little bit. So it'd be kind of like a projectile, something like that.
I love PEMDAS. I love that so much.
Let's go PEMDAS.
Let's go PEMDAS.
I'm trying to think about how the simplifying animation would work. Like, could they all just become like 32 bits? Any character that was trapped in PEMDAS because they'd be simplified?
I like that. That's very cool.
Or would they just become smaller or larger? Like,
that's a good question.
see, I'm thinking through the mechanics here. If you put two characters inside the PEMDAS, would it be like a horrible amalgamation of the two of them, and then they'd both be shot out?
Jeez.
So what I'm envisioning is you press down B, right? And this sort of, it's like a reticle on the screen, but it's just two parentheses, and it starts like moving forward in front of me. And when I release
that is so terrifying. You're getting chased by parentheses.
When I release it, whatever's inside the parentheses gets crushed by it and then flying away.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's
all
pretty
right.
cool.
Yeah.
And what is your big special move? Like your
Yes, so the final smash. This one was pretty tough. I think that one of the things that I was sort of taking into account is a lot of final smashes now are just kind of like either they're like a big laser or like there's an activation box and then you get sent to a cutscene where a lot of things are going on and then you just get sent flying afterwards. So there's a couple of different approaches that I was thinking about. And I was like, what would make a good laser? I couldn't really think of anything. But then I was like, hey, what if I didn't do that? What if I just did one of those activation box thingies, but it's really tiny and it's really funny because it's just me kicking, right? So I kick as my activation box from my final smash. And and when I kick you, you get sent into the Sam dimension. The Sam dimension. Thank you for asking very much.
What?
The Sam dimension is one where things make sense, but they only make sense to me. The Sam dimension is one where the Celtics are gonna win a championship. The Sam dimension is one. I'm sorry, that hurt to say.
You almost had it, you know, but you lost.
The Sam dimension is one where I am good at video games. The Sam dimension is one where I get texted back by people.
You know what? I'll snap to that.
And so you're in the Sam dimension, you're looking around, this is the cutscene, and then out of nowhere, here comes a reply message from someone, and that hits you, and you get sent flying out of the Sam dimension.
Wow.
That's my moveset.
All
Not
right.
bad.
Yeah. Pretty fresh.
I respect it. I feel like there's some combos in there. They're just not revealed yet, you know?
Yeah, there's a lot of hidden potential with my character. I think that the big setup one is going to be the side special, the controller lasso.
Absolutely. You could controller lasso someone into PEMDAS.
That's big. Like, you stun them with controller lasso and then use PEMDAS on them because they're stuck, and then you dash in and attack them with your normal moves. That's a pretty deadly combo right there.
Oh yeah. Just don't get hit by PEMDAS. That's easy. It's easy.
PEMDAS, I'm telling you, PEMDAS is broken. PEMDAS is going to be nerfed by Sakurai instantly.
Instant nerf, absolutely.
Reduce the amount of time you're stuck in the controller.
Yeah.
Reduce the hit stun
Reduce
of
bracket
PEMDAS.
size. Yeah, like PEMDAS has to be nerfed. Well, am I up, or Morgan, do you want to go?
How about
I
we
can
do
go.
like rapid fire? We just list off each of the moves and we go back and forth.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So I was thinking for my first move, we're gonna dig deep into Morgan lore tonight. So my house does not have central heating, so we just have a wooden stove. So I have to always chop wood if I don't want to freeze to death in the winter. So my neutral B is absolutely just gonna be a static axe chop.
Nice.
High
Alright,
damage.
respectable.
Yeah, reasonably slow, but just a nice big chop.
That's pretty good. I respect it. It fits in with your lore. There's lore behind the neutral. The neutral B always has to have lore to fit the character, I think.
Exactly. Metroid's is her big gun, right? That's like her whole... Is that her neutral B?
Yep.
Yeah.
Kirby is he suck.
He
suck.
So true.
So my neutral, I know like for lots of neutrals, like there's like names to them. So I was like, oh, I'll call all the names of my moves like basketball terms. So my neutral is called Dimer, which in 2K games is typically a thing that lets you pass the ball better and helps your teammates. So my neutral is I pass a basketball at someone, and I have 5 different ways that I can pass the ball. I can do a chest pass, a bounce pass, a lob, a behind the back, and they all have like different projection, like I guess like trajectories and stuff, but they do the same damage sort of. And then I have one special pass called the flashy pass, which I don't get a lot, but if I get lucky and the game's like, yeah, sure, then that does like twice the amount of damage and not back. But I only have 5 basketballs, and I have to collect basketballs as like the game progresses, or I can't use my neutral of passing a ball at someone.
Because
So
the other characters pass it back?
They can catch it.
Okay.
But, you know, it's too fast. Too special. Except the flashy pass you can't catch though. No catching. If it hits, you're getting hit. It's too hard.
So you're introducing RNG into this as well.
Yeah, I gotta make it a little special. There's a lot going on in my character.
Very nice.
All right. So my side B, I used to fence, so just be a good old fencing lunge. I just stab somebody.
That's pretty nice.
Yeah.
How long did you
like
fence
how-
for?
Oh, I fenced for 2 years in high school.
Oh.
Yeah.
I think Morgan's character is already taking on a certain archetype. He's kind of like the weapons guy, you know?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit of range, a little bit of yeah, combination of factors so far.
A little bit of Monica.
In my life.
There it is. There it is.
We're gonna be copyright claimed instantly. This stream is done.
Yeah. You know what? We gotta discuss that later. I want to discuss DMCA later, but
Yeah, we
at the
have to.
moment,
Yeah.
how I'll kill y'all. So,
Uh-huh.
side special. This one is called crossover. So once again, and just in general, I have like for my moveset, my moves do more damage if I have a basketball like on hand. So if I've gotten rid of all my basketballs and I don't have any, it does like less damage and it's not as effective. But for crossover, it's like also a dash attack. So I run up to someone, and if it hits them, it does like a crossover animation where they fall. So like their ankles are getting broken, and then I can like start doing combos into that if it hits. If not, it just like I just dash and miss. But if it hits them, they get their ankles broken, and then they fall to the ground. And I can do more things after that. So,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. So similar idea where it's like a side B that kind of puts them into a state where you can combo them if it hits.
If it hits, yeah.
I want to see Minecraft get his ankles broken. Like, how's that gonna look?
I just
Where his ankles at?
That'd be so fun. I break Steve's ankles.
They just turn at right angles.
A full 90 degree.
Oh my god. Imagine having your actual basketball blocked by Steve. Imagine. It's just a real
like-
block.
I don't think any of my moves have to do with shooting, but if I did and like Steve could just block my shot, that'd just be so sad.
Damn.
How tall is Minecraft Steve?
He's 2 meters tall. Minecraft
Exactly
Steve is
2
canonically
meters tall.
very big. Like, he's just
Holy
a very
shit.
big man.
He blocked the shit out of me. That's terrifying.
Wow, Minecraft Steve would be good at basketball, actually?
No, Minecraft Steve would be a killer.
Unbreakable
Minecraft Steve
ankles.
would be so wow.
He's got a what? He's got a 1 meter vertical. So
Yeah.
Yo, the NBA draft is in 5 days. New York Knicks, league this man, please.
All right. So my up B is gonna be similar to one of the villager moves. I'm very good at climbing trees, so I'll just plant like a really tall tree and climb it. And that move also has synergy with chop, because then I can chop it down and do like a whole timber thing.
oh, so there's a lot of things going on here. I like the moving parts, Morgan. I like this.
Trying to keep it simple but complicated, you know?
Simple but complicated is all my relationships.
Man. So the next move for my up B it's called 99 vertical. And there's really nothing special about it. I just jump really high, and it makes a cool like little wind animation. And the one special thing about it is like when I also do it, like these small little wings will appear in my shoes. So if I hold B, I can like float down if I want to. But once I let go of B, then I stop floating down. I'll just fall down normally. That's the only special thing about my up special. Just jump high and float. Felt like that was pretty like Air Jordan-esque, so I went with it.
Now, I do know that some Smash characters have static abilities, so I was just gonna stay as one of my static abilities, I'd be able to jump really high, because that's also something I can do in real life.
That's pretty big.
I mean, characters have different speeds, different jump heights, different like how fast they fall. So we could just have you athletic nerds just be jumping higher than me.
Jumping high.
Very tall, good hops from us, collectively.
I will be small heavyweights.
Yeah. All right. So for my down B, I'm thinking I collapse with stomach pain and I'll crush my foes beneath me.
What? Just so everyone knows, if you're new here, about 2 podcasts ago, we had taken about a month-long break, and we had finally came back, and one of our other podcast people had to leave like during the middle of it because their battery for their laptop died. But Morgan left at the beginning, because he got a little sick
Got a little
and
sicky that day.
he threw up. So it was just Sam and I. So this is just a reference to that, I assume.
Yeah. Very much like Kirby turning into that big brick that falls on people. Very, very similar move.
Mm.
The brick is just you in incredible pain.
Exactly. And I'd probably take some damage from it as well, you know?
just like a 5% tax or something.
Exactly.
Okay, I can see that. I like that. All right, what are we working with for you, Kenny?
So my down B does two things. One of them's boring. It's just like it lets me pick up a basketball, so I just restock basketballs. So I'm back at
So
the
that's your
max
charging
amount.
thing.
Yeah, so I just pick it up from the ground, or like maybe it's like a basketball rack, and and it just appears, and I grab it off the rack.
It's
I
All-Star
always,
Weekend out here.
yeah, like an all-star weekend sort of thing. So it's just the restock thing. But the other thing it can do, and this is when I'm not on the ground, but like in the air, is like it does this backboard animation. So it's kind of like a dunk animation where I can spike someone with my basketball, sort of.
Ooh.
So I'm basically dunking on someone. It's called posterize. And then I guess the other thing would just be like all-star rack or something.
Okay, so how do you get the different effects for it?
What do you mean? For the
So when does it do posterize? When does it do all-star
so
rack?
posterize is when you're not on the ground. So like you can only
Okay.
pick like restock basketballs if you're on a platform or whatever. When you're on
Okay.
the ground, that's when, because you gotta be in the air to dunk on someone, you know.
That's what Grandma used to say every night. She'd say, Morgan, you gotta be in the air to dunk on somebody.
You can't dunk unless you start flying. That's the first rule.
That's actually that would actually make sense in a sports movie too. I can see that.
Yeah,
being
like that's
cool.
a line. Like you can't jump. Like
Denzel is just coming out of his son. You can't dunk until you start flying.
yeah, and then like his son just starts like getting insane and like jumps over everyone. It's like whoa. Isn't that like a line? There's a line in haiku where I'm forgetting what it is, but what is it? It's a really good line about like jumping and flying or whatever.
They say a lot of things about jumping and
I know,
flying.
but I don't know why. There's one line that I'm like, oh damn, I really like that line. That would be perfect for this move, I think.
Well,
Go
when
with
you
the
figure that
pipe
out, that's what you
tips.
can name it. Or you
Go with
can
the
put it in
pipe
the
tips,
description.
yeah.
All right. Morgan, hit us with that final smash.
Okay, so my final smash is called Key Smash because it works on a lot of different levels. I'm a writing major. I play PC games. I'm gay, so I just pick up a real big keyboard and just smash everybody with it.
Mm.
Oh, man.
That's the final smash.
All right. A little bit reminiscent of like Kirby, where he gets big sword and swing.
Exactly, yeah.
All right. Yeah, I like it. Simple and to the point. Also, very gamer.
Thank you.
Very
Trying to
gamer.
keep it gamer, you know what I'm saying?
G and LGBT. All right, Kenny, hit us.
Okay, so my final smash would be, it's called Halftime Show. And
Ooh.
if you've been to like a basketball game, you know, like during the halftime and like during lots of sporting events, they'll do like, you know, fun things for people who work there, or like maybe like they'll bring out like kids to play, like maybe a small basketball game. And sometimes there'll be performance things where it's like a bunch of people and there's trampolines and they'll all start bouncing and doing these flips, and they'll keep throwing the ball like off the backboard to each other, and the last person will like dunk it. So my special move would be like I hit someone with a basketball, and it's one of those things where I guess it sends you to another world. And in that world, like I'm just with like a random team, and we're doing like the whole like setup thing where we're jumping around and passing the ball, and the ball gets bigger, and like the guy who got hit is like just under the rim, and I just dunk on him, and it just shatters everything, and they just explode. that's that's really it.
Yeah, the Shaq effect. I see. I like it.
Yeah.
Of course.
Very nice.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So those are the moves. Those are our Smash characters, guys.
Yeah,
Those
pretty
are the
good
Smash
characters.
characters. Now, who's gonna win? That's the question. Because now we have
Yeah.
to fight. Like now, where do we go now?
Uh-huh. We're gonna play a long D&D based Smash game, where we all roll up characters and go on an adventure.
Oh my god. Hang on.
That I
No,
mean,
I actually saw something like this where these guys made a D&D campaign where they were just Smash characters, but like they translated it to D&D. It was
Wow.
really cool. Oh god,
it's
I
pretty
wish I
big.
yeah. So like one guy was Mario, one guy was Link, one dude was Ness, obviously. Um and he was doing like psychic boy things. I don't know.
I found the line. I found the line that I was thinking about.
All right, hit us.
It's short. The line is because people don't have wings, we look for ways to fly. That would be the line.
Snap!
That's how I jump and it's like whoa. Like those words just appear across the screen as the wings on my shoes appear and it's like damn.
Yeah.
And then I just dunk on someone.
Yeah. I mean, well, Kenny and I are both aerial-based characters.
I think so. I mean, yeah, I guess I do. I feel like my character's kind of all around
Mm-hmm.
because I can like throw things and I think it's kind of all around for me because I can do attacks like on the ground or off the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think Kenny is a character that's gonna want to be moving around a lot. Getting in your face with these basketballs, running away when he doesn't have the basketballs.
Yeah, that pretty much is it. Like if I have a basketball, I'm gonna combo you and oh wait, there was another thing I forgot to say. So I have a passive. I have a passive ability. It's called microwave. And it's like basically as I combo more my specials, and if I'm hitting them like in a row, I'm like essentially heating up and I become stronger and faster. So like kind of like in the real sports world where like someone's on fire in a game and you can't stop them. Like that's the purpose of the passive ability.
Okay.
All right.
So Kenny is kind of about like this resource management with the basketball and just making sure that he can string all these moves together.
Yep.
I would say Morgan's got like a little bit of reach, a little bit of, just hit you wherever you are kind of thing. Like even if you're on the ground, you could grow a tree, man.
Grow a big tree.
Yeah. Climb up that tree, swing an axe at him or whatever. Yeah. So Morgan's kind of about just like hitting you.
Yeah. I mean, I thought that was all Smash was, if I'm gonna be honest. Like,
let's be
you're
real.
not wrong.
What else is there?
You're not wrong.
And I guess mine is a little bit more about spacing, a little bit more about like finding my openings and opening you up with my moves and stuff. So yeah, couple of different ways to approach it.
I don't play enough competitive Smash to understand who would have the edge in these archetypes.
You know, me too, Kenny. I just don't look at the competitive Smash scene enough. It's real slack on my part.
I mean, like, it just like Smash. Am I right?
Am I right?
I guess I would say as the one of the competitive players on Brown Esports is that a lot of times what you're looking for is like a combination of how strong are you, how strong are your combos, how easy is it to hit those, and then how well can you just like play when neither of you have the advantage immediately, right? So that's sort of the neutral state of the game, and there's a lot of things that contribute to like how good you are in those scenarios. I think this particular Smash game in particular, but it values that stage of the game a lot. So a lot of times people will refer to the concept of safety, right? So how safe can you be? And typically that means how fast can you hit and then like be able to do another thing, or how far away can you hit them from to where they can't hit you back, stuff like that. So I think there's definitely arguments to be made like for any of the archetypes that we've presented here. Morgan would kind of fall into the camp of more of the what we call like the swordies, the guys that have like big weapons that like they can hit you from somewhere and then you can't really hit them back, and you just gotta kind of find your openings. I think Kenny would be kind of a quicker character, one that would, you know, he'd make you deal with stuff.
Less big boy attack.
Right. maybe not able to hit you from as far away with a lot of his normal attacks, but he's definitely going to be able to get in your face a little bit more. And then I think I would just be kind of holding down the fort, camping a little bit until I have my opening, pretty much, finding that combo opening. So I think it would depend on like the specifics details that they give us, but I think all of us have presented strong character archetypes here.
Hey, Sakurai, get at us. Come on.
Yeah, like I think they should honestly put us on the team right now. We can get something working here.
After Sans, 3 podcast hosts.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I think
the next logical step, honestly.
Exactly. You get it.
If we're 3 of the last 4 DLC, then you're saying Sans is the other one.
Yeah.
Even though we have the me costume already.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. You get it.
I see nothing wrong with what was just said.
Mm-hmm. So, what would y'all's costumes look like? Because you gotta have the recolors, right?
I guess. I mean, for mine, it'd probably be easy. Just like a basketball uniform, and just be like my favorite teams. So, like, my main would be, like, if I want to do like, well, I don't know if this, I guess Sakurai would have to work with the copyright stuff, but that's his job. But if he gets it settled, like the main would be like a Knicks jersey, and then it'd just be other teams that I like. I think that would be the recolors. And then like the evil version would be like a team I despise, like the Golden State Warriors or something. Like just because you always need like the weird like dark recolor that like, whoa, like that's the bad version. Like we don't talk about that, Kenny, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for reference, a lot of Smash recolors are like red guy, green guy, blue guy, and then like a few more. I was gonna say, yeah, it's like it's a few references to the game they're from or something, like other characters or whatever, and then edgy black this guy, black and red, gray,
emo fade, like that's all it is.
For me, I wear either a lot of like kind of reddish, pinkish, or just monochrome black and white stuff. But I think the general outfit would just be like I roll up with my hoodie, I roll up with my sweatpants, and the recolors would probably be like, oh, there's green stripes on the hoodie now. There's like or there's red stripes on the hoodie. And then edgy me would just be the opposite, where like now I'm wearing like a white hoodie or something like that.
Ooh,
and I dyed my hair pink, something
very
something to that effect.
Creed, yeah.
Oh my god, yeah, Assassin's Creed, perfect.
I would just have like a bunch of different colored button-up shirts. Like that's my brand. Maybe there'd be a maid costume in there. I don't know. I'll leave it to the creatives at Nintendo. We're the visionaries. We're giving you this product. Take it where you will.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe for my character, the jerseys could be from like really famous like sports movies or something. Ooh. I'm trying to think of like all the big like basketball movies. Like
you gotta have the Toon Squad in there.
Oh, that would be a sick. That would be a really good all. That that's on there. Sakurai, can you work with who made Toon? Who made that?
Warner
movie?
Brothers.
Yeah. Sakurai, can you jump on?
Low key, if a game sold Looney Tunes DLC, not Looney Tunes, but Space Jam DLC
that would be amazing.
I would buy it, yeah.
That would be the coolest thing ever. People love that movie.
LeBron James is the next DLC character. He's coming to promote Space Jam 2, which is going to be released as a video game first and then the movie, so he qualifies for Smash. There you go.
I really hope that movie, whenever it drops, it's actually good. I want it to be one of the greatest sports movies of all time. I don't care how wacky it is. I want the pure experience of what the first Space Jam was.
Every time Space Jam 2 is brought up in a discussion, the immediate next point in the discourse was, actually, Space Jam sucked. And to that I say, it was a kid's movie. And I'd say it's a dumb kid's movie with Hot Bunny and also Lola. And
I like you saying Bugs is
Wait
the
a
hot
minute.
one. You're right.
Wait a minute.
Correct
Hold up.
And Michael Jordan's there with the Looney Tunes, you know? What's there to hate? It's just a good time for everyone. Except hardcore Looney Tunes fans, apparently. Apparently they don't like that movie.
Really? Did not
They're
know
like,
that.
it was like I guess the original Looney Tune writer either wasn't involved or he passed away like right before the movie or something. And so like the jokes that the Looney Tunes were making were just not in line with the Looney Tunes averse, I guess.
The cinematic universe for the Looney Tunes.
He would be rolling over in his grave if he saw this Lola bunny here. Looney Tunes isn't supposed to be sexy.
But it really is just a kid. Like, you cannot go into Space Jam like, I want, like, a plot, you know?
Yeah.
Like, you go in for, like, a wacky kids movie that's just supposed to be fun because it's Michael Jordan playing basketball with the Looney Tunes. Like, you cannot think that this is going to be some, I don't know, what's, like, a really plot-driven movie?
Shawshank Redemption.
Yeah,
Shawshank Redemption
you
is the
cannot
first
go
thing your
into,
mind goes
you
to.
cannot... You cannot go into Space Jam expecting that. Like, if you do, you're going to hate the movie. And those are the people who hate Space Jam. They're expecting
Is Space
way too
Jam
much.
dumb? It's super dumb.
It's super dumb. That's why it's good. You don't go in there like. Have y'all heard of a movie? It's another basketball movie. It came out like 2 years ago. It's called Uncle Drew.
Oh Lord!
I bet you have. So there's a NBA player who has a nickname called Uncle Drew, and he'll dress up as this old guy, and he'll do like these Pepsi commercials and like just start destroying people. And then they're like, let's go farther with this. And they made a whole movie just with him as the main character as Uncle Drew.
And they got all these other former
got
NBA players, dressed them up as old guys and said, hey, go crazy.
Go crazy. And like, the movie's not that good, but you don't go in for a plot. You go in for the fact that it's just supposed to be a dumb sports movie about this meme. Like, it's not a plot-driven movie. That's why Space Jam's good.
The question isn't whether Space Jam will win an Oscar. Let's be honest. The Academy is corrupt. It's broken. It's antiquated. It's never gonna win an Oscar. But should it win an Oscar? Also, no. But should there be a universe where the Oscars are having a category that's just dumb, stupid fun? I think yes.
There should be a best bad movie of the year.
And not the Razzies. The Razzies don't count. There needs to be recognition of the utmost scale for the stupidest movies of the year that brought us a little joy.
God, Adam Sandler's gonna win most every year.
Adam Sandler. Okay, but he kind of went off in Uncut Gems, though. Like,
yeah, that's the thing. He doesn't really want to make comedies anymore. He wants to be taken seriously.
He just made Huey Halloween, Samuel. You cannot say that he doesn't want to make funny movies anymore.
Listen. You gotta make your buck somehow. You gotta be true to your brand. I just saw a video essay about Space Jam and the American Dream. Listen, the first scene of Space Jam is Michael Jordan in his backyard shooting hoops, and his dad's there and is like, "Yeah, you can be anything you want." And then Michael Jordan is Michael Jordan, and he's retiring at the peak of his powers. Space Jam is the best Michael Jordan movie.
Yeah.
Isn't it the only Michael Jordan? Wait,
there's gotta be other Michael Jordan.
There's documentaries about it. There's not really
documentaries,
biopics.
I don't think I've ever seen him in. I think he's only in Space Jam. I don't think I've ever seen him in
anywhere else. I'm just saying, like, this is the best movie about Michael
To be
Jordan.
fair, he doesn't act in Space Jam either. He's just Michael Jordan.
Come on, you know the acting required for him to like stretch his arm 50 meters to the hoop. Like,
did you know that he did that? He insisted on doing that stunt himself. All right,
like, that's acting. That's acting.
He deserves an Oscar for that one.
He was actually in a movie this year. He was in Goat
Michael
Camp.
Jordan?
He was in what?
Yeah, he was in Goat Camp. Gatorade
Oh,
and the best
okay.
personalities of the exciting world of sports invites viewers to join an experience where only the best are chosen to make dreams come through with their favorite sport.
Mm,
Okay, sure. There,
Huh.
it's Gator. That's just Gatorade saying, "Hey,
yeah.
Michael Jordan was really good at basketball." That's
Yeah. That's kind of a boring movie, Michael. Come on, we can do
Yeah.
better. We expect
that's
more
like
out of him.
that's like if they made like a esports documentary and they invited Faker and Faker puts it in his IMDb credits and is like, "This was the peak of my acting career."
Oh, God. All right. So while I have y'all here, I am going to talk about my topic this week because I just want to complain about Destiny 2.
Ah,
Oh, man.
Which, like, I apologize to the Twitch viewers, but I have these two as a captive audience, so I am just going to complain for the next 5 minutes. And also, all right, so Destiny 2 lore. How familiar are y'all with Destiny 2 lore?
not at all. And
Uh,
I have played that game.
Excellent.
I played like the Destiny. I was about to say Density. I played the Destiny like I don't know. There's like a beta. I played that for
Yeah.
like 3 days and that's
Ah.
it.
My friends play Destiny 2 and they're like, "Hey, you should hop on. You should download this 100 GB game." And I was like, "All right." So I just did the tutorial without reading anything and I was like, "All right, I shoot, I run, I hit man with shield."
Sounds like a lot of games.
This is true. So basically, all you need to know, there is a good ball, and this good ball gave humanity magic powers, and there's a bad triangle. And the bad triangle also wants to give humanity
Wait.
magic powers.
I cannot believe this. That's not the lore of Destiny.
It's an
That's the lore?
oversimplification, but it
Okay.
is.
I was like, what? It's just a ball and triangle?
Is this Gravity
Yes.
Falls?
Ooh,
The
it could
Space
be.
Jam could actually be over this. Space Jam could beat this for plot. That's insane.
It could. All right. So basically, I am very disappointed in the new plot for the new season of Destiny. I'm like almost finished with it already, which is like fine. Destiny plot is usually just a tutorial, and it shows you like this is what you do in this new expansion, and that's fine. And the plot is basically that this alien named Erasmus is turning on one of her old friends and basically starting an imperialist army, and they're taking the magic powers from the triangles, and they're going to use it to kill all humans, which is like,
All right.
fine, that's a plot. And I'm about to spoil the entire plot for this expansion, and I'm not going to spoil it at all right? The plot is, you have to stop her.
No.
I thought you were gonna keep going.
No.
Sorry.
No, that
You
can't
would
be the
think.
story.
And like, I mean, all the ads have also been like, you're also going to accept the magic powers from the evil space triangle. And
Yeah.
You
That sounds
use the
dope.
stone to destroy the stones. That's insane.
exactly. And the thing is, you do. And there's no like complications. It's just like, this alien's using the evil magic powers, but she let it get the better of her, and you're better. You can control the evil powers. And you also have this little guy called a ghost, and he resurrects you when you die, and he's from the magic space ball. And through the whole campaign, he's like, man, I don't know if you should be accepting the evil powers. This doesn't seem right, because I'm from the magic space ball, and the magic space ball doesn't like the magic space triangles. And like, also every other character, there's like some characters are like, you should get the magic triangle magic, and some people are like, I understand why you're doing this, but you should still feel guilty. But I don't. Because there is no way for me to choose anything else in this scenario. I have to get the magic triangle powers, and I have to stop the evil space imperialist. And that's it.
Use the stones to destroy the stones. I think
Exactly.
just summed it up perfectly.
That really is it. There's nothing. This game sucks.
I mean, yeah, like, I have been blown away by most other aspects of Destiny storytelling and writing. And also, in this plot, there is a nice little subplot where you're helping this other alien named Varix, and he is to be really good friends with Aramis, and basically, he felt that she was betraying her people by, like, taking them on this imperialist conquest, and she felt like he wasn't doing enough to actually protect their people, and so there was some tension there, and that was interesting. But it was also like a B plot, and you were going to kill Aramis anyways, right? Like, she's an evil space imperialist just using the evil triangle magic.
Okay.
I mean, could use like talk no jutsu or something and just like have a heart to heart.
That would have been cute, and I would have enjoyed that. That would have been a great twist. I just wanted one little boop. I just wanted a twist of a...
Just yeah.
Yeah,
A sprinkle of salt somewhere.
Yeah, and I was never surprised. She had like 4 lieutenants, and I'm like, I wonder if I'm going to fight these 4 lieutenants, the mini bosses. I wonder who could guess. And they also did this in a last expansion, like you had to hunt down all these lieutenants of a big bad guy. But what made me really sad is they revamped their new player experience. And I was getting bored of the campaign, and so I went and did the new player experience, and it blew me away. It was one of my favorite things I've ever done in Destiny. It had a really tight, short story that was both emotionally charged, characters went through significant growth, there were high stakes, and there were twists. And I did that in like maybe 2-3 hours, and I think it was better than the main campaign of this new expansion.
Well, it's a good time to be a new player in Destiny, I guess.
It's a great time.
Yeah. Listen, I am a big advocate of the idea that if you're playing a video game, you don't need a super complicated plot. Sometimes it is just as simple as bad imperialists, blow them up. But that does sound pretty silly.
Pokemon.
Same plot every time. I'm still buying that game. Doesn't matter.
It's like that one ProZD skit of the Marvel villains where it's like, oh, he's an evil Doctor Strange and he's bad man.
Oh no, I know that one.
God, ProZD is the voice of a generation.
It really is. I actually have gotten some of my favorite anime recommended by him, so like I know he knows what's up. I still haven't really tried One Piece. I actually did give it a try. I got like 150 chapters in, and I was like, holy cow, there are a lot more chapters than this. This is the length of a normal manga for me, all right? Like, this is about how long most of my favorites go. Like, you're telling me I got about 90% more to go right now?
Since we're here, can we switch to One Piece? Are you fine with that, Morgan?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Let's go.
Yeah, I hate the One Piece fan base.
This is a negativity podcast now. We're gonna yell at you for the next 15 minutes.
Look, I gotta be serious. These guys suck. Like every time, oh my goodness, so many people have been like, "You gotta watch One Piece, man. It's great." I'm like, I don't have the time for that. And then they're like, "How dare you? How dare you say that? Like, what? It's like 1,000 episodes. Like, it doesn't mean anything. You could easily do that. Watch like a couple every day and you'll be fine." I'm like, no, man, I just don't want to. And I don't like pirates. And they're like, you don't like pirates? Every One Piece fan I know is annoyed. Like, that's it. I'm sorry.
That's the take, I guess.
That's my take. I don't know how y'all feel about One Piece, but I will never walk into the fan base. The only thing that they have that's cool is like their first season's opening, because I would always see that as a kid. I'd be like, damn, this kind of going in, and then instantly when it's over, I turn it off. Never go back. That's how I feel about One Piece.
Oh my god. Listen, I'm not here for One Piece slander. Like, that's not my role on the pod. I guess that's Kenny's role on the pod now. I will say though, I think one of the funniest interactions on Twitter was this man breaking down the watch time of One Piece and said, listen, you can knock this out in 1 month if you watch like this many episodes a day for this many times a week, and you get 2 hours some break a week or whatever. You got like 8 hours to sleep. It's plenty of time. And I'm like, dude, and the guy's like, dude, do you have a job? And the dude just deactivates his account.
That's what I mean. Like, that's how the entire One Piece fandom talks. Like, it's so easy. Like, just, it takes like a couple days and you'll be up to date. Like, no, it doesn't. I have a life to live. I love cartoons and anime and video games, but you know, like I have a lot of other things to do as well, and I'm not willing to add One Piece to my arsenal.
Best Murphy in
yeah.
the chat says, watch One Piece.
Well, you know what? Ban him. Instantly.
He's our mod. We can't ban him.
Get him out of here. Get him out.
Where I stand on it, I think One Piece is probably really good considering how long it's ran, how influential it's been,
That's very
how
true.
much people love it. That being said, I think it should also be understandable that there's a lot of One Piece, and it's a very daunting task. We're not
Yeah.
going to catch up overnight, and some people just aren't ready for that.
Yeah.
And I, as long as we have that mutual respect, I can vibe with you, One Piece fans.
I have no opinion.
Morgan's on the other side, isn't he? Let me guess. You're like 5,000 episodes into One Piece.
Morgan's
So
got like
Kenny.
5 Nami statues.
Right out of frame on every side of my camera is just One Piece merch.
Just One Piece.
I've never seen an episode of One Piece and probably won't.
I've tried.
And I
I've
think
watched
that's
like
fair.
7 episodes. I was like, that wasn't bad. But there's like 900 more of these, so I stopped.
Dude, it's so funny when people are like, oh, it really starts getting good around insert random island
Yeah.
name arc around here.
Yeah, and then, like,
it's
you
like,
look
what
up
does
the
that
names,
mean?
like-
How long is that gonna take?
Like I looked up like one of the names before, and it's like episode 357. I'm like, are you serious? Like, are you actually serious right now? You want me to wait that? Like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm sorry.
I just think the naming convention of it's like, all right, this is named. Look, all right. In JoJo's, right? When people are recommending JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, it's easy. They're like, oh, it really gets good part 2, or it really gets good part 3. Like, I have some semblance of an idea of when that's coming. Someone comes up to me and
Yeah.
they're like, oh, it really gets good at Mango Starfish Island arc. And I'm like,
No, I don't know
okay,
what that means.
what does that mean?
I don't know what that means, Mike. This isn't an attack at Mike. I mean, Mike, if you're watching this, you're a great guy, but you gotta stop making me watch One Piece, bro. It's gotta cut that out.
Hunter better anyway. Hunter's mid as hell.
Wow, brutal.
That's a hot take.
I know it's a hot take, dude. I read up to the election arc and I was like, so is there gonna be more of that Chimera Ant thing? Because that was pretty cool. And they're like, nah, not really. And I'm like, okay, well, I guess I'm done with this series then.
All right, we got 5 minutes. What did y'all want to talk about this week?
I mean, like nothing. If anything, just like PS5 and Xbox Series X dropped, and that was kind of funny to look at because clearly there are not enough made yet.
Yeah.
Because every single store in America just sold out instantly, and people are not happy. And my friend Chris got one. He was super lucky to get one, and like he sent us a picture of it, and like I knew it was big, but like seeing it because like he had it, and like I could see it in his room, I was like, this thing is like a monster of a console. But that was pretty much it.
Hey, do we want to talk about people vaping into their Xboxes real quick?
Wait, what? What?
Yeah. So
That's
did
happening?
you see that video of the giant smoking Xbox?
Yeah, the chimney stack.
Yeah. So
And people are like, that's not the kind of smoke that burning consoles give off.
Yeah, so apparently you can literally vape into the bottom of the Xbox while it's off. And then when you turn it on, you turn all of the fan speeds up to high, and it just starts spitting out all the vape
That's
smoke.
how they did it?
Yeah,
That's
someone
actually
created it.
so cool. I
Yeah.
actually love that.
Xbox did tweet, don't vape into our consoles.
I'm looking at videos right now. This is insane. This is so. What? That's kind of cool. That's kind of cool.
I do want to say, I don't like how the Xbox Series X looks. It is too boxy for me, which
Oh,
I
you don't
think
like
is
a
kind of the
boxy
point.
Xbox sim? You don't like a boxy
Yeah, I don't like a
Xbox?
boxy Xbox. Listen, a man can have preferences. Yeah, I don't know. It's like, gosh, they couldn't have thought of anything better, like making a box in the shape of an X or something. I don't know. It literally looks like one of those file cabinet or like file like holders that you put on your desk. It's just there. It's like it's got all your folders in it and stuff. I don't. Yeah.
The past 20 minutes since Smash has ended has been us just like attacking so many things right now.
We can only be nice to video games and anime next episode, or all our viewers are gone.
Yeah, we gotta. What anime do y'all want us to talk about, Chad? Let us know.
Look,
Ori
we
in
can
the
talk
house,
about Gurren
we'll talk
Lagann.
about
I got a lot of good things to say about Gurren Lagann.
I've never watched that. I just because like I've never been interested in like mecha and robot stuff. TBH.
Oh, really?
Honestly, I don't watch a lot of mecha stuff, although I did love Power Rangers as a kid. But like, I don't know, Gurren is so much more, man. It's the apotheosis of the shonen mecha genre. It's like I think the thing about Gurren Lagann is like it is a distillation of all the things that all the shonen tropes. It's just all of that stuff, like the Dragon Ball fighting spirit. Our friendship powers this big friggin' robot, and it's just all of that, and it's just pure concentrated that, and it's just so fun. It's just so good, and it also has a great coming of age story underneath it. So, big recommend to those of you who haven't seen it. Murky says Beastars. Beastars really good too.
I haven't watched.
You don't have to be a furry to watch it.
But you can be and still watch.
You can be, and you'll definitely get enjoyment out of it.
I've not watched that show. I don't know if I will or not, but
hey, it's getting a season 2, so we'll
that's
see how that
pretty
goes.
different.
Yeah, I think the thing with Beastars for me, I read the manga. The manga just recently wrapped up, and I thought one of the best things about it to me was like the world building. I think Beastars is one of the more fleshed out fictional worlds that I've ever been on the journey with, and it's Zootopia done well. It's Zootopia done anime and Zootopia done well. There's like predators and prey in society, but like it's carnivores and herbivores in Beastars, and the dynamics between that, the history that they're giving you, and sort of what it means to be a carnivore in an herbivore society. Like, wow, like, good stuff.
And I hear it's very homoerotic as well, and I can get behind that.
It's all kinds of erotic, Morgan. We can talk about all the eroticism of Beastars, dude. There is a naked bunny. There's a.
That's upsetting. Well, I mean, that's just kind of a normal bunny, right? Like every bunny is a naked bunny.
No, they wear clothes, and it's just a very sexually active bunny because that's how bunnies are in this universe.
Are we allowed to discuss this on Twitch?
Maybe. We gotta put a warning up. Hey, here's something to like about Destiny. They just released more lore today, which is outside of game lore, not in-game lore. That kind of confirms what everyone's thought for a very long time, that 2 old men are gay in the game. So 014, congrats on your ship. Glad it's going well. Glad your one grandpa broke time to bring the other grandpa back, and I'm glad they're writing poetry to each other. Good job.
I'm just thinking about last week when we discussed Supernatural. And the last time something like this happened, I was like, where's this going?
This one went well. This one went well so far.
Right. That's no super hell involved in this one.
No super hell. Yeah.
So I didn't watch the Beastars anime, so I don't know where season 1 left off, but you want to talk about homoerotic subtext, there's just season 2 is going to have a story arc that's going to be very spicy for people who are looking for that particular kind of subtext.
Well, wonderful.
That is I guess that's my sales pitch for Beastars season 2.
Maybe I'll hop in. Chances are low, but maybe.
Maybe you'll hop in like a bunny.
And that's the end of this shit.
What have we created? How am I going to edit this, guys? I
I
don't want to put
severely-
the Kirby sound effect over everything.
Just that maybe that's the whole podcast. It's just the Kirby sound effects
Like
for an
that?
hour
Yeah.
and nothing else.
That would be better than what we've done, I think, you know? Like, it's a pretty great sound effect. All right. Thank y'all so much for watching. If you want to listen to this, please give us a follow on Spotify or any other podcatcher of your choice. This is also going to be on YouTube. And if you're listening to this on audio, thank you so much. And we are doing these live on twitch.tv/Brown Esports at 6 p.m. EST on Twitch. I think I said that, but thank you so much for watching. Y'all want to say anything or?
Wait.
Nope. All right. Goodbye.
Wait, did you?